I think we keep raising the bar. As we discover how good we can be, well, tomorrow we want to be a little bit better.
You'll hear more from Montevallo's new head soccer coach, Ken Hessler, as he works to build on a team that's now ranked number 3 in the country and trying to stay undefeated. Plus, the Falcon volleyball team remains 3-0 in the Peach Belt Conference. Falcon Fever starts now. Welcome to Falcon Fever for 2010. I'm John Aaron Peralt. Let's kick off this first show of the 2010 season with our undefeated men's soccer team. They moved from 6th this week to 3rd in the national rankings and are coming off another pair of wins on the road this past weekend. The Falcons have a 7-0-1 overall record and are 2-0-1 in conference play. The top 3 ranking is the highest in the program's history. Montevallo is just one of the 3 Peach Belt Conference teams ranked in the top 25. Flagler College and Clayton State are 12th and 23rd respectively. Leadership is one of the keys to success for this year's team. Falcon Fever's Carlos Barahona shows us who has taken the initiative to lead on and off the field.
When you meet with senior attackers Nathaniel Foster and Milan Pualic, you find out they have a true passion for the game, and by the looks on their face, you can tell they're excited about the results so far.
It's a good accomplishment. Like, in the end, I wouldn't be able to do it without my team, you know. Like, the players helped me out to make that award, like, possible, you know. Like, I can't do it by myself, so the whole team is working hard to make everything easier for me as an individual, so it's a great accomplishment. Being Six Nation is good. Like, we've never been in this position before, you know, so, like, the only thing that it puts a big target on our back, you know. Like, people weren't expecting us to make it 6th in the nation, but we're here now. We just have to keep working hard and hopefully be number 1 in the nation.
With new coach, I think we did really good on getting together and step up, play really good. And not just the seniors, the guys with experience, but the new freshmen as they came. They help us a lot. They do a really good job. We have 3 guys injured right now. One of them is Martin, Phil, and Vance. If you know, they're all starters for our team, and just can't wait for them to come back and see how our team is going to look like with them. Even without them, we won 7 games, started 1, playing really good. So.
The boys are ready to continue their winning streak, and they definitely have all for support. Now back to you in the studio.
The men's coach is Ken Hessler, and he may be new to the Montevallo campus, but he's not new to soccer. He has a 23-year foundation in grooming winning teams and taking them to championships. Hessler says he couldn't be happier with this team's performance so far this season.
We started the season, obviously, with some great results. The boys have really pushed themselves. They've been excited about the quality of the competition with number 5 Tampa as our season opener, and winning that with an exciting 2-1 win in overtime really, I think, got us going. They started to believe not only in our system and how we're trying to play, but really to believe in themselves and each other. And the results have just been building on that. And as I said earlier, I think we're getting a little bit better each time we play as they get more and more comfortable with each other and more comfortable with what we're trying to accomplish.
The men play against Auburn Montgomery on the 29th at 4. Be sure to tune in next week for the highlights. The women's soccer team is facing a different kind of battle, trying to add more wins to their record. Tuesday night, they put up a good fight and came away with a 2-2 tie against the University of West Georgia. Freshman Taylor Kerr led the Falcons with the first goal of her college career and an assist. The Falcons took 25 shots in the game compared to West Georgia's 22. The ladies' record stands at 2 wins, 6 losses, and 1 tie. The Falcons are on the road to Armstrong Atlantic this coming Saturday. Game time is set for high noon, so ladies, bring out the big guns. The Falcons are making their mark on the volleyball court this season. Right now, they are 5-0 in the Peach Belt Conference, giving them their best conference start since 2003. Friday night against Armstrong Atlantic, the women won in straight sets with redshirt freshman Manny Ati, sophomore Virginia Clay, pulling out attack percentages over 500. Not a bad way to start out the weekend when you host 2 conference opponents. Saturday, the team came out swinging against PBC opponent Flagler College. The team started off strong and stayed that way as they spiked one in down the line. The next serve to Flagler resulted in several over-the-net attacks, with Montevallo pulling out the hard-earned point. Later, Flagler served after Montevallo made the power hit out of bounds. Not this time, as Flagler served but can't keep up the play from the Lady Falcons. The Falcons win 3 out of 4 sets, dominating the fourth set 25-15. Here's a breakdown on the ladies' stats that are helping them remain unbeaten. Senior Rebecca Dowd has a team high of 14 kills and 13 digs, and junior setter Anna Garrison earned her 8th double-double of the season with 51 assists and 16 digs. The Falcons volleyball team will be on the road Saturday, October 2nd to play conference rival Augusta State at 2 p.m. and Catawba at 3:30. Then on to UAH Tuesday, October 5th for a match at 7 p.m. The men's cross-country team returns to action for the first time since 1966. The return of the men's cross-country team means that the Montevallo campus now offers 11 varsity sports. The 40-year hiatus did nothing to detour these men. The Falcons finished 7th this past weekend at the Gulf Coast Stampede hosted by the University of West Florida in Pensacola. Freshman Mark McDonald finished highest for the Falcons, coming in at 14th overall, and freshman Matthew Korn came in 29th overall. Both runners beat their personal best times so far this season. The women finished 5th at the Gulf Coast Stampede, with the men and women competing as the only Peach Belt Conference school at the race. Freshman Inmi Matsunaga finished as Montevallo's top runner at 16th, followed by sophomore Kaylee Glover, who finished at 24th. Men and women's cross-country coach Michael Marquardt is pleased with both teams' performance so far, but there's still room for improvement.
We have our 5 top runners returning. We added another freshman that will be in the mix. We had 3 all-conference runners last year. All 3 returned. Add another freshman. We view ourselves as a top 3 program in the PBC. And last year we finished 6th at regionals, and we want to improve on that. I definitely think we're close, and we'll be able to see over the last 50 days of our season.
The men and women return to action Saturday, October 9th, when they travel to Jacksonville State for the Foothills Invitational. The men's golf team is looking to move up in the ranking after their first showing of the year, where they finished 19th out of 21 in the Kiowa Island Invitational in South Carolina earlier this month. This week they finished 6th out of 15 at the J. Jennison Memorial Tournament hosted by Flagler College on the 28th. Senior Ruwald Viljoen led the Falcons with a 2-round score of 147, followed by junior Gonzalo Gambertoglio with a 2-round score of 155. Montevallo finished off with an overall score of 612 and came in ahead of 9 teams, including Florida Tech and University of Tampa. The men and women will host the Montevallo Invitational on October 5th at home on the Timberline Golf Course in Calera. The Peach Belt Conference named Nathaniel Foster as Player of the Week last week. The conference honored the senior after he scored 2 goals against North Georgia in a 2-2 tie. Foster is instrumental in the soccer team's top 3 national ranking. That's why we named him our Falcon Fever Player of the Week. Foster has scored twice in 2 games with a pair of assists to help Montevallo keep their record perfect. He currently leads the PBC with 14 points and 6 goals and is tied for 7th in assists. And that's all the action we have for this week. Be sure to check us out each week online by looking up Falcon Fever on YouTube and on the Facebook page of the Montevallo National Broadcasting Society. Have a great week and a good evening, and for everybody here in the studio and here at the university, catch the fever, and we'll see you next week.